Hello and welcome to the demo of my Learning Hub. What I'll do today is just quickly introduce you to the products that my Learning Hub has available, and then I'll go through those products so you can see them working and get an understanding of what they can do for your business. So to start with, what we're looking at now is the learning management system. This has two sides, both an admin side and a user side. Now, depending on your permission access, you can have access to the user side or both the user and the admin side. We also have a authoring tool that comes with part of the package. An authoring tool is essentially something you can use to create your own content. So when it comes to building e-learning courses, this platform here is designed so that you can easily create and build your own learning materials from scratch. Now, part of this product, as well as being able to build your own custom training, is being able to deliver it to an external facing platform. Now, these external facing platforms we refer to as learning hubs. These are used for partners, for resellers, for suppliers, for a number of different reasons. It could be support, it could be about guidance, or it could be general information. Now, if you were to create a hub, it would look something like this. So you could have your branding colors, custom text, picture or video to display what it is that maybe the hub represents, and then content available in the hub. Now, you are able to sell via this platform using e-commerce. So for this, for example, we can check out using a debit or credit card to buy this content. So it's also possible to start your own business from here. My Learning Hub also offer a content creation and design service. So if you have PowerPoints, PDFs, or content which you want turning into a more good-looking e-learning format, we can take that material and turn it into simple to use, easy to edit online learning materials. We have a bank of courses which are available out of the box, all compliance and soft skill training, roughly ranging in 12 to 18 minutes in length. Each course has its own video, which is roughly 3 minutes long, click through assets, and then the ability to complete a quiz or questionnaire at the end. When we create content for you, we can create it in a similar format. But what you are also able to do is edit our content library. So let's say, for example, a cybersecurity course is something of interest to you, but it's not specific to your internal procedures or policies. You can edit that course so it looks and feels like it was built by you. So you can change the background, change the logo, change the design, change pretty much any aspect of that course to make it really feel like it is owned by you. So that is an overview of what my Learning Hub can do. We really are an end-to-end e-learning solution. Our goal is that you don't need to go anywhere else in order to train, to build, or to encourage learning. Now, what we're looking at here again is the LMS. This LMS can be completely white labeled, of course, so it has a look and feel of your business with logos and colors. I'll give you a quick introduction to the user side, followed by the admin side. From the user side, we can see that we have an internal social newsfeed. You can share information here based on your company's achievements, sponsorships, or maybe even new content that's available. We've got group learning opportunities, whereby accessing a group may be relevant to your team or to your role. You can share information on courses or respond to a facilitator's information or questions, again, surrounding a course. You're also able to respond to surveys. So you can have surveys attached to a course, and as a user, you can come in and rank a course, give feedback for the admin to then understand your feeling around the course, your understanding of the course, and of course, if this material is of high value. For the admin, it's important because if it's not being received well and not teaching very well, it can be improved. For the user, it gives them a sense of power. They can ask for additional content to be made, or they can say they'd like to learn more about a certain topic. From this dashboard, I can also review my progression report, so any badges or certificates I've obtained, as well as any course completion data. I can also access the learning library, so I can see what content is available based on my role. So although we can set it up so all courses can be generic and available for everyone, we can set it up so that some courses are only available for those in specific positions within the business. As you can see here, previous users have come in and ranked the content according to what they think about the course. Now those rankings are all based on your employees' reaction. They're not a public reaction, it's all an internal based review platform. We can also enter our teams, enrollments, maybe see what calendar things we have going on, maybe we've got events scheduled, and we can also access our leaderboard. So I can see Thomas, for example, is first with points and badges and also the courses that he's completed. Now if I change over to the admin side, we can take a brief look at how to manage the LMS. Pretty much all control feeds through the users tab. Now on every tab that we open, there is a filtering option available. So you can break things down by departments or teams, countries, cities, even by status in the platform. And then to simply make an action, you select the users and then you can assign them to a course, to an event, or to a training path. Now adding users into the system is very simple. We can either do it by a bulk upload, you can upload one at a time, or we can integrate with any HR or HRIS systems. Meaning that if any information is added to your HR system, this is a reflective copy. So if someone is removed from your HR, they're removed from here. If they're added to your HR, they're also added to this system. Now part of the accessibility inside my Learning Hub can be controlled based on the role. So a standard employee, for example, can only have access to end user training, whereas a finance director might have access to everything. And in the middle, we might have a basic admin, which could have access to the user training, some reports, or even some user management. So we can customize each role, meaning that you can give certified users specific access based on what you'd like them to be able to see inside of the LMS. Adding courses is very simple. You can add courses one by one, or we can upload bulk manually. We can decide how many hours of training are accredited by completing it, if they get a certificate. We can also add any materials. So if you want to add in a PowerPoint, a PDF, SCORM file, maybe a course that you've built in our authoring tool. It's very simple, one click to add, and you can also reorganize the order of which they must train. Once you've gathered enough courses together, you can build an induction or any type of training path, meaning that users can be assigned to a path based on their position or role, and they can follow a set path of training in a specific order if required, as soon as they access the LMS for the first time. These training paths are completely editable, and you can build as many as you need. From this tab, we can also create and build the surveys we spoke about earlier. So if you want to understand the feedback from a survey, you can build one here and then assess the results of the survey based on what your users are thinking. You can actually assign a survey for any reason. It could be just to get an understanding of the business's happiness. It could be around if they're asking for new content. It could be around quality of existing content. Once you have a good understanding of what content's in the system, you set up your permissions and access, you've assigned training to your users, they're logging in. You can then see the progression of the users from this compliance report. Again, fully filtered, so you can change and adapt by selecting specific courses, a specific status for those courses, and even into specific teams, departments, or roles. Now, training in this system is also available on tablet, on iPhone. Our content and all of our platforms are fully mobile responsive, meaning that you can access pretty much anything within the system. Now, if we take a look at the LMS in a bit more detail, we can see here under settings that we can also set up notifications. So if someone were to complete a course, they'll be notified. If they are not compliant, they will be told to complete a course automatically. Going on briefly to the authoring tool, as I mentioned earlier, you can create as many courses as you need. You can build your own custom branding, and you're also able to edit our existing courses. So if we go into an existing course here, I can play this course for you and you can just see how it works.
Since its creation in 1989 by Tim Burton.
Once a course is being completed, you will then proceed to have a certificate or badge assigned to you. And if you were to respond to a question, you can also set up pass or fail feedback. Adding new assets to the authoring tool is very simple. An asset is just a type of information that you want to create for the learner to then understand in different formats. So you can add image, audio files, video files, YouTube or Vimeo to attach links, attach files to be downloaded themselves, or ask a multitude of quiz-style questions. So you have your standard ones, but also let's say you want them to record an answer, video or audio, matching answers. Open answers can be graded as well, so they can be checked by the admin to make sure that they are correct or incorrect. All the other answers, including single choice, true, false, and multiple choice, are all auto-graded by the system. Finally, you're also able to add SCORM files into our course simply by just tapping on the button and adding in your pre-built or pre-purchased SCORM materials.